getting started. Officially call it to order. All right, gentlemen, everybody read the minutes. Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to pass the minutes.
Got a motion? Second?
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor? All right. Minutes are approved. All right, let's get on to some new business. First item on the agenda, ZV, let's make sure I got this in the right order. Yep. All right, first item, ZV 2531, 238 Devonwood Drive, St. Simons Island. Consider request for variance to the Glenn County zoning ordinance section 702 to reduce the left side setback to 6.9 to allow expansion of the existing non-conforming accessory building. Property is zoned R12 one-family residential district and is located at 238 Devonwood Drive, St. Simons Island, Georgia, parcel 04-01783. Andre Tennille, applicant and owner. Here for staff, please.
Good morning, Nisi Carroll. The applicant is requesting a variance to the Glenn County zoning ordinance section 702 to reduce the left side setback to 6.9 feet to allow an expansion of an existing non-conforming detached accessory structure. According to Q Public, the existing non-conforming detached accessory structure was constructed in 1971. The homeowner is proposing to enlarge the structure on the right side. The existing square footage is 700 square feet, and the proposed square footage is 860. The encroachment was found during the building permitting process. Here's the site. Here's the survey. The survey zoomed in. And this is your front elevation inside. And these are present day pictures. And staff does recommend approval to bring the existing structure into conformity.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Anybody have any questions for staff?
Nope.
You good? Okay. All right. At this point, we'll move to, if the applicant is here, would like to step to the podium. Step to the podium, just state your name and tell us your side.
My name is Patty Tennille.
Okay. And so you're, it just appears you're just expanding just on, I guess that would be the east side of the property toward the middle of your backyard, not doing anything, proposing anything on the back side or the left side.
Right, we're just wanting to expand 5 feet to make the garage larger for 2 cars.
Okay.
I would like to thank you for obtaining a building permit.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Anybody else have any
No.
questions? Okay. Good. Thank you.
That's it.
All right, at this point, we'll open the floor up for public comment, if there's anyone here to speak for or against this particular application. Okay, hearing none, seeing none, I'll close the public comment section, and I will open the board up for discussion, and we'll also entertain a motion.
No, I think this was pretty cut and dried. I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve ZV 25-31
Okay, we have a
as
motion,
presented.
a motion to approve and a second. Those in favor? Okay, you've got your variance. Thank you for, as my colleague said, thank you for going through the process. All right. Moving on to the next one. ZV 2534, 212 Anguilla Avenue, St. Simons Island. Consider request for a variance to the Glenn County zoning ordinance section 701 for a proposed garage addition to an existing non-conforming structure. The property is zoned R6 one-family residential district and is located at 212 Anguilla, St. Simons Island, Georgia, parcel 04-04827. Taylor Brooks, applicant and agent for Peter and Alicia Cooper, owners. Staff, please.
Nisi Carroll, Glenn County Planning. The applicant is requesting a variance to the zoning ordinance, section 701, for a proposed garage addition to an existing non-conforming structure, which encroaches into the left setback by approximately 3 feet. According to Q Public, this structure was constructed in 1988. The homeowner is proposing to enlarge the structure to the rear and right side, but the encroachment is on the left. Existing square footage is 535 feet, proposed square footage is 730. The encroachment was found during the permitting process. Here's the site. Here's the survey. This is the survey zoomed in. Sorry, your elevations. These are current day pictures. That's the rear. So this is the side, and that's the rear. And staff does recommend to bring the existing structure into conformity, and additions are located within the setbacks.
Okay. Okay, do I have any questions for staff? Okay, thank you. All right, at this point, we can hear from the applicant. If you'd like to step to the podium, state your name, please, and tell us your side.
Hello, I'm Alicia Cooper. I met Mike yesterday. Thanks for your time coming by. I just want to say that when we purchased this residence in 2017, this building was dilapidated looking from the outside, but the structure was great. So we did make the improvement right away to just side it and re-roof the carport, which we added, we brought it up to like hurricane code structure. According to the contractor we had back then, we didn't need a permit because we were just rehabilitating. We did not know that the footers for the carport were encroaching. That's the part of the building that I guess is over the setback into my neighbor's property. Well, it's on our property, but encroaching to his side. So this is my neighbor, Ron Miser. And we thought we were doing that building great service by making the improvement on it at that time. So we didn't realize that it was out of code, obviously, but we brought in John early on, before we did the whole permitting process, John Barnsworth, to just say, what could we do to get this building, usable? And he had a bunch of ideas, and we had a really great draftsman who I believe used to be part of the commission or the zoning board, but he did the drawings and he came out, and so we're fully wanting to keep this building in code and follow the rules, but I do ask that we get the variance to keep that back post of the carport. That, I think that's the issue. The back left corner is what is in the setback area currently. But I believe our plans going forward, everything stays within. And I redesigned this. I'm a graphic designer with architectural design experience. I redesigned this building like 4 times to stay in this very unusual shaped piece of backyard property. So all this because we wanted to avoid adding a second floor, which we could have gone up and in, but I didn't think that was keeping with the architecture of our 1942 neighborhood, and I didn't think my neighbors really wanted a tower over their backyard. So I'm really hoping you guys consider this, and we can move forward.
Okay.
So I appreciate your time.
I do have a couple of questions. So it does appear there are 2 columns that are actually across the setbacks. What's the intent? Is that garage to remain or carport to remain a carport, or will it be enclosed in?
Oh, no, it's remaining exactly as is, and not only do I use it as a carport, there is a garage door on that, if you're looking at the building to the left side, and for what reason, we don't know. You can't get a car into that building. So the previous owner just had a garage door opening there, and we put a newer garage door on it. But that's going to be my studio, and I open that garage door, and I use the studio space into the carport to refinish furniture and do paintings, and I'm kind of a full-time artist now. So that space is definitely a flex space for us as well.
Okay. And when y'all, went right after y'all purchased it, and y'all rehabbed the area, was it just y'all rebuilt that whole area? Is that my understanding?
No, that building,
Not the building, the carport.
so we use the original, I have pictures here of the original building that I'd like to show you, and we use the original holes where those footers were, per the contractor saying just use everything existing. So what we did is just take down their piece of sheet metal, like lean-to covering. It just didn't look safe. And we just brought the roof line across
Okay.
and added trusses to
Okay.
make it just a safer structure. And I have pictures of that
Okay.
difference here if you all want to see them.
No, that was one thing I was getting as I pulled up, from Google Images, there's some previous images on there, and that's why I was curious when the change was, so.
Yeah, so we did that almost immediately. Well, I shouldn't say, we took the carport down, the sheet metal, and put a better structure up originally. But when we did our renovation of the interior of the home in 2020, yeah, it was 2020, 2021, we realized we need to store everything in our house in that garage. And when we pulled the bamboo off of the roof line that was from the backyard neighbor, there were holes. That bamboo was actually creating a thatched roof for us. So we had to make a decision. What do we do with this building? I mean, if we're going to put some money into this, we've got to re-roof the whole thing. Once we did that, the rest of the building looked pretty bad, so we re-sided it. I mean, it looked like a brand-new building on the outside. But we kept everything the same, except, I mean, it was kind of putting lipstick on a pig. Looking back, had we known we'd want to move forward and do something else structurally with this building, we probably should have just knocked it down and started from scratch. But we weren't sure this was even going to be a full-time end-of-game house for us, but it definitely is. I
Okay.
mean, this house is going to go to our children.
Okay, all right, that answers my question. Thank you. Anybody else got anything?
No, there again, I'd like to thank you for purchasing a building permit and doing it the right way.
Okay, well, you're very welcome. I thank you for your time. And do you want to see any more photos?
No, I think
that
we're
have
good. We're
now?
okay.
Okay. All
All
right,
right,
thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right, at this point, we'll open up for public comment. Anyone for or against? Okay.
I have no problem.
If you could just step up here to the podium, just state your name, just so we can get it on record.
My name is Ron Miser. I live at 214 Anguilla. I have no objection to anything they're doing.
Okay,
Has no problem for me.
okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else for or against? Hearing none, we will close the public comment section, and I will open the board up for discussion. And also entertain a motion if you would like, gentlemen.
Where's the motion?
Yeah, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve ZV-25-34 as presented.
Okay, you got a motion on the floor, you got a second? Those in favor? Okay, motion approved. All right, thank you.
Thank
All right, that was quick and easy. All right, any new business from staff or anything? Any?
No. No.
Awesome, all right, well, we will officially adjourn the meeting. Thank y'all, have a good weekend.